Hey everybody, and welcome back to Omni Legacy, or Rogue Legacy as played by myself. I know it's been a while since I've had any Rogue Legacy content. I've gotten a little caught up in trying to perfect my Binding of Isaac, and just the way that I'm doing all that, since it's got a decent amount of edit time. The episode that just went up recently, episode number 14, I've actually been working on for about 2 weeks now. Most of that is just combined with general complications of life being busy. Since YouTubing is pretty much just a hobby for me, which I have a lot of fun doing, mind you, unfortunately sometimes it does not get priority over things such as work or family, things like that. So it's been a little while, but I'm glad to be back. We'll take a quick moment here to realize that once again my Xbox controller is not responding properly. Oh, there we go. Alright, so let's just pause real fast here and remember where we were. So if I remember correctly, we have not yet defeated Alexander, which is our second boss, and we are playing as Sir Teddy, the level 47 Spellsword. So our special is Empowered Spell. We can, instead of just normally casting spells, we can cast spells that basically do double damage. 30% of damage dealt is converted into mana, so that way we can get our mana back when we're using those empowered spells, stuff like that. Ambivalous means that basically all our spells happen backwards, but since we have a Ring of Fire, that's not really going to matter all that much to us. And we do not have a visible health bar. That is apparently one of our bad things as well. So we're going to get back to this. Now, I only have 55 gold left. I'm pretty sure that's because I've got nothing left. I spent it all, so we're going to pay to get into the castle here, and we're going to double check that everything that I said right there is, in fact, not a lie. Now, I'm probably going to be pretty rusty. Yeah, we still haven't beaten anything else. I am definitely going to be rusty here, but I think we're just gonna have to live with it. I think it'll make it a little bit more interesting because I'll have to be taking my own advice. I do have double jump. There we go. So now if I press X, I start casting my spell, and it's gonna cost me mana per second, which is actually not gonna be all that great, just for the sheer fact that I don't have all that much mana. So casting an empowered spell is going to be actually rather difficult. And I don't know how much health I've got. It means that I could just die at a really silly time. I basically am going to have to pretend that I am on the verge of death at all times. I might actually be able to do this. So I cast my empowered spell, which is actually bigger, which luckily managed to kill him. So I've gotten the haste rune, which I don't remember what that does, but it's for the chest plate. So hopefully I will get my mana back by doing some damage here. Luckily I still have a visible mana bar. Pretty sure that painting is fake. It actually is not. So I'm just gonna dash real fast over those spikes. So now once again, we've come to our first boss. Cool, we get the blood sword. Now, if you remember, this isn't really going to do anything. It's going to take me to an alternate universe, and I'm going to fight our first boss, a powered up level Neo-Kidder. And I am going to die very quickly. Now, I've seen a video of this being defeated, and it is definitely... I am definitely nowhere near ready. I'm pretty sure the video that I saw, the person who had beaten it said that they literally spent 3 hours. So I think I might, at some point here during a run, just start playing and going for that win, and then just sort of either cut it out or maybe make it its own separate video, since it really isn't at all related to the run. And from there, well, hopefully it'll only take 3 hours. Who knows how long it'll take. But since it really isn't related to the video explicitly, and honestly, I'm probably gonna get really frustrated by it, because let's be honest, that's a really hard fight. But we'll see. I have to first kind of get back up to snuff here, since I'm definitely on the rusty side. I've taken some pretty silly damage over the course of this run already. I definitely shouldn't have taken damage from that one fake painting. At this point, I'm still back to just trying to collect money. The more we can upgrade, the better. I really like to get some extra mana, since, as you can see, I pretty much have 66 mana right now, which is, I think, 2 seconds of my normal spell being cast. So we're in the forest. I'm gonna keep going in the forest just because technically this is the power level we should be at. We managed to defeat that guy while his death ball was in the wall, which meant that it disappeared. It's going to be significantly harder to do here, but hopefully not impossible. I really do not like those wizards. I know I've said that in the past. So I cast my fire shield there to kill that, and I'm running kind of low on mana. But the damage that I'm doing is making up for it, I think. Unfortunately, I still have no idea what my health is like. This is not a good room for me. So that cost me all my mana. I would vote worth it since I didn't take any extra damage, but since I really don't know what my health is, I can't even judge that. The environmental hazards here are definitely taking their toll, and that's someplace that only a dwarf, I forget what the actual trait is called in this game. It's been that long. I think it is dwarfism. That means I can't reap the advantage of that, which I'm pretty sure is just a quick way across the room. Taking a lot of damage, but I do have vampirism runes. So notice I'm getting 2 health back every single time I kill something. I'm finding a good amount of health. Still would really like to know how much health I've got. I remember the first time I saw that trait, I thought it was a bug. Which it is in fact not a bug, it is just an unfortunate trait that's actually rather annoying. I might just have to leave this room. Nope, I'm gonna be able to... Yes, I was able to kill him before he unleashed another barrage of fireballs. I feel like we're really close to full health. I really have no way of knowing or finding out. I can't even like check later. I'm not going to be... There's no way I can watch through this video and do all the math onto what my health is. Alright, well, we get a journal entry. Journal entry number 9. The door to the throne room is driving me mad. Beyond it lies the king's salvation and my reward, but it stands silent in the middle of the castle foyer, taunting me. I've tried pushing it, kicking it, yelling open sesame, but nothing works. There are icons emblazoned into the doors, and one of them looks like a beast I avoided deeper in the castle. Perhaps there is some sort of correlation. Basically their way of saying, you need to kill the bosses. Oh, jeez. Let's see if I can do it. Wow, that's the first time I've actually made it through that room without taking damage. Most of the time I jump in a silly fashion, and when the spikes are going off like that, you just can't avoid it all. I'm just going to take a step back here. I need to get an advantage in this room, and I need to not be getting hit by... That was unfortunate. Okay, managed to get everything. I took some damage, but not much I can do about that. I think my best course of action there would have been maybe using some magic to try and take out that green mage. I'm not sure what they're called. I should probably double check that since I hate them so much. Know your enemy sort of thing. I'm surprised that arrow missed me. But we got a lot of gold from this room. We're gonna be back to full mana. Maybe we can get a... Nope, no chicken legs. Let's look at our map here. Got some stuff up here and to the left. We still haven't found the boss room. That's right, I remember why I didn't continue on in this room. I can jump on the pots. I would just much rather not. Felt pretty confident about that one. Okay. So I'm just gonna kill some of the stuff in here. Okay, so that was actually lethal damage. So only 10 minutes in. I'm just gonna call this a really quick intro, since Sir Teddy was done in by a projectile. We'll just call this the first kind of reintroduction. So let's see, we've got a paladin with hypergonadism, so basically just a lot of knockback. Scythes are actually really good. I might just take the paladin. The Lich Queen is really tempting. The Flame Barrier with a lot of mana can do a lot for you. I was really hoping it would do more with Sir Teddy, but unfortunately not quite gonna happen this time. So Lady Blair, another Spellsword, has weak muscles, so enemies won't get knocked back at all. That is actually a pretty big detriment, which I really don't like at all. So I think we're gonna go with Lady Jenny here. We've got 2,800 gold. Let's see if there's any. We could upgrade the miner. We cannot get the randomized children. I'm actually really looking to get this one probably next time I have enough money. Even if I had enough for something else. This pretty much takes priority just because it gives you a chance to reroll your kids. Of the kids that we had this time, Lady Jenny was definitely the best, but if I could have rerolled, I probably would have, because I'm looking for a Lich King. So we can increase our invuln time. That's not too bad. Our mana cost, driving down our mana cost would be nice, but we can't quite afford it. Just a little bit short. Same with the potion up. So we're gonna have to look at the stuff we can afford. We could just give ourselves some more damage. We could up our crit damage. I'm not too worried about that. Downstrike up is very useful for some of the later bosses, but I'm not really concerning myself with it all that much right now. Haggling with Sharon is nice, but probably not worth it at this point. It would let us keep 20% of our gold, which is definitely good, but it's always better to spend as much as you can. So haggle is just kind of like a crutch. If you can get away with not buying it, obviously you need to get it to unlock some other stuff, but if you can get away with only putting one level in it, I suggest doing so. Death Defy is also tempting. It would give us a 3% chance to just not die. 3% isn't terrible, but it's also not amazing. I think what I'm going to do is actually pile... Oh man, see now I'm really tempted to just start upgrading health and mana, since there's no way I'm affording gold gain up. I think we're going to actually go with damage. I figured we'd have a little bit left over, so I'm trying to see what I can get closest to. I think 860 is probably the closest, but that's okay. We will put 860 gold into there, and I think we'll just call it. Although I did get another rune, which now I feel silly for not having looked at. This is a chestplate rune. Increase your base movement speed. So basically we would just have gotten a little bit faster, which honestly I don't like. If you get used to moving at a certain speed, it's definitely in your favor to stay moving at that speed. But we really need to look into getting some more runes. We don't even have any runes for our gauntlets, which is a real shame. But that's going to make it for this run. Yeah, it was a little short, but I'm still pretty okay with it. We managed to get some good upgrades. I like our chance. We're going to have some nice invulnerability, possibly, using the Paladin, if I remember to use special ability. But also the Scythes are a pretty good spell for dealing with Alexander. And if I can get to him, I have a feeling I've got a pretty decent chance. With 225 health, I'm pretty sure I can do some good stuff with that. But until next time, if you liked what you saw, please go ahead and like and or favorite the video. And if you subscribe to my channel, I'd really appreciate it. It lets me know that my content's getting out to those who enjoy it. Anyway, hopefully I will see you guys next time.